Sounds good.
Hello and welcome everyone. This is round 4 of season 2 of the Go to Woe series. I hope you're all doing well. My name is Nick. I'm going to be taking you through this 90-minute Enduro around Monza. But before we get into that though, we have the one and only last week's race winner is Big Les. Big Les, my man, how are you going tonight?
Good evening. Very, very good. Thank you.
Excellent. All right. So last week, victory around Snetterton. Did you manage to recover? Did you get much champagne in the eyes, or you're all good afterwards?
I think it was just a quick whiskey, and then I think we just moved on to play a bit of a hunting game, and then off to bed. Really.
All right, I do see you guys playing that a little bit. Actually, it's intriguing. All right, how are we feeling about Monza tonight?
It's gonna be a good race. If we can survive the first couple of laps, especially the first lap in that first chicane there, if no one plays 10-pin bowling with the rest of us, we should have a pretty good race.
Yeah, well, turn 1 at Monza, it is always a place for a lot of action. So hopefully we don't get any sort of open lobby kind of behaviour tonight. I don't think that we will. But yeah, fingers crossed that we don't. Take it you got someone in your other ear in the party there, judging by your laugh. But let's get into it. So let's do your lap like we always do. So I'll bring you up on the camera and then you can just give us a bit of a tour around Monza. Oops.
Alright, so I think when we come out of the pits, it does, unlike a lot of other tracks, it does keep us off the racing line, which is nice.
Yeah.
But you can get attacked into the braking zone for turn 1.
Alright, so what are we looking for down into turn 1? Where's your normal braking marker?
So I've got a bit of shrubbery that I like to see.
Yeah.
Against the wall, kind of just before the 150 marker.
Yep.
That's my braking marker for turn 1, and then I try to sacrifice the first part of the chicane to open up the second part of the chicane so I can get a good run through here, through the Curva Grande. And once we get out of the Curva Grande, I'm looking for the bit just before the 150. There's a nice quick second chicane.
So what do? You ease off the power here or you gear down? Gear down.
It just depends how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
When the car's cold, I'll gear down just to keep it a bit stable.
Yep.
Once I'm settled into the race, I'll hold third. The second Lesmo is definitely gear down, and just try and drop the inside tyres into that little gutter.
Yeah.
So not fully onto the green, but just if you look at the curbing, there's a little bit of a dip in it. It's just nice to hook the tyre around.
Yep.
Down under the old circuit there.
Where's your braking marker here?
Looking for my marshal there. That's my
little
marshal
orange
I use
man.
as my
Yep.
braking marker.
Yep.
Yep.
He
Over
seems
the
to be.
curves here. Yep.
Yeah. I was going to say he seems
And
quite possible. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm a bit aggressive at the start of the scurry, but avoiding that last curve.
Yeah.
You can see the marks on the road where guys have got a bit crossed up and lost it there. And then stand into the parabolica.
So just after the 100, into here, down into third.
Yeah, third or second, really depends on how I'm feeling at the time. Well, once I settle down, I usually just hold third.
Alright, well I'll
Back onto this long straight.
yeah. I can be quiet. You can take us for a lap.
So across the line, up to 6th gear, clocking over 260 now. Should hit about 275. There's my shrubs. I'll brake a little bit earlier than some of the other guys. That's just so I can get a nice clean entry into the chicane, onto the power. You can see all the foam where someone's gone straight through the chicane. I think you guys are saying there is a pretty heavy penalty if you go straight on through with that. Come to a stop. Coming in hard on the brakes with the second chicane. Click down for the first Lesmo. Try to get the wheel in that rut. You can use a lot of the outside curving. good. You can use quite a lot of curbs here here at Monza, which is quite nice. Here we go. We're looking for Jeff on the side. There's Jeff on the brakes. Stay away from this curve. Out nice and wide. You can go almost into the gravel, and it won't validate your lap. Under the bridge, passing 250. Looking for my marker. There we are, 100 metre board. Roll the throttle on. Up in the fifth, 220, 230. Across the line.
So that was that your best lap of the session? A 151.6.
Seems that way.
Yeah, alright.
I got a bit of practice in early this afternoon, so I kind of just sat here.
Well, you're giving us the good stuff on the big Les lap. This is what I like to see. It's quality content right here. I do have a couple of questions though. So last night in Ruse, what happened? Walk us through it.
Just a bit of I don't know. It was the setup was a bit twitchy than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Just I haven't raced much at Laguna Seca. I just wasn't. It's an easy track to make mistakes, and yeah, it kind of just got to me towards the end of it.
I was going to say it's a 60-minute race, but you only lasted about 33 last night. So I was a bit. I was interested to see that and what the explanation was behind it. So
yeah, there was. It was a bit of a weird one. We only had, up until 15 minutes before qualifying, we only had 4 people in the room.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And I think a couple of the guys got promoted from AM2 up to AM1 to fill the numbers, and even then, a few guys had dropped out before I did, and even after I did. So it was. I don't think Laguna Seca is a very popular track amongst most drivers.
Okay.
I like the track. It just, my setup wasn't working. I just wasn't having a good night.
Yeah, all right. Well, fair enough. Well, hopefully you can go a little bit better here tonight. You obviously won last week in Snetterton. Just one quick last question before you go. So what would you say the main keys to the circuit for you around here? Because I noticed a lot of braking markers scattered across the track there. So is that something that you think might come into play tonight? And yeah, what else do you see as being key to nailing a lap around here?
For here at Monza, it's less the braking. As you see, the first chicane, I'll sacrifice about 5 or 10 metres of braking. So I've got the car settled for the chicane to get the good drive out. So around Monza, with the long straights, it's definitely getting out of the corner rather than getting into the corner.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you once again for your big Les lap. This is the 4th time I think you've done it so far. So we've had some mixed results. Hopefully you go well tonight. Will we have a chat to you afterwards? Maybe we'll do that again.
Most probably, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are you hydrated? Have you fed? Are you ready to go for the full 90 minutes? You going to feel all right?
I've had a very healthy dinner of Hungry Jacks, and I've got my water bottle next to me.
All right, absolute dinner of champions. So good to hear, mate. All right, well, best of luck tonight. We'll be watching closely, and we'll speak to you after the race.
No worries, thank you.
Thanks mate. See ya. All right, so thanks to Big Les once again for doing the Big Les lap with us. We'll see if he can replicate last week's victory. Speaking of last week, let's have a little look see, shall we? How we went. So it was someone awesome who put it on pole position, and just we got 4 minutes before we start, so I'll take you through this. So someone awesome in P1, Psycho Agency P2, Incy in P3, Big Les. He started on the second row of the grid in P4. It's Fresh Prince, Bits and Miss, and Stanhouse, Exo, Exploded Argon, and Vert Wheeler. It was the top 10. Then it was an interesting race last week. It got pretty exciting, spicy to the end. Someone awesome. I think he made another mistake there last week. So it was a BMW. It was a Betty Motherfucking White 1-2, which was a good result for those boys. So Big Les and Someone Awesome. Bit of formation flying towards the end there. Fresh Prince, his second race in the league. he came home in P3, so he's having a good time of it so far. Psycho, Stanhouse, Bits of Missing, Incy, Mersey Blue, Vert Wheeler, and Hammer. The man on the controller. I think he hails from New Zealand. He's got fans in New Zealand. Shout out, as per usual, to the Hammer fans. We are streaming on a different channel tonight as well. So we're on the CCR network. Big shout out to Toss the Caber and a thank you for letting us do this. So we'll see if we can get a few new viewers. I know at ACC isn't exactly the CCR network flavour of the month, but might introduce some people into a new racing category, racing formula, if you like. All right, so we're 2 minutes 40 away from getting this thing started. Let's have a look at the championship points. I did not have time to put it all together on the stream, so I'm just going to have to read it out. I do apologise for that. Yeah, I just haven't had time. Work's probably a little bit busier than I'd like it to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. All right, so up the top, I do believe it's Bits of Missing from the Audi Devil Brew racing team on 96 points. Followed by Someone Awesome from Betty Motherfucking Racing. Psycho Agency, another Audi Devil's Brew racer. Big Les Gaming. So it goes Audi's Devil Brew, Betty Motherfucking Racing, Psycho, and then, Audi, and then Betty Motherfucking, and then the Devil's Brew. Exo's up there. Look at that. How's he up there? 74 points. So if you have a look at the leaderboard, it actually looks like the Austrian flag times 2. Followed after Exo in P6, and we've got 90 seconds remaining before this one gets underway. Vert Wheeler in P6. Morningstar Mike, he didn't race last week. I missed Morningstar Mike. P7. P8 is Incy. P9 is Stanhouse. And P10 from the Betty Motherfucking Racing team is Mersey Blue in that other BMW on 69 points. Let's have a look at the team's championship, and it's the Audi boys leading the way from the BMW. Well, it's tied, actually. It's tied 187 points apiece. So you cannot separate them right now. Aston is in P3, so the Aston Martin AMV Door Slammers. It's the Honda. What is the Honda team name again? It's something interesting. What is it? Hang on a second. It is... I'll get to it in a moment. Oh, here it is. It is Hector's 3 Honda Civic Racing. The Vert Wheeler, the Lexus team. It's the... what are you guys? You guys are the Acceleration Demolition Lexus Racing team. And we got, and then the DDT boys bringing up the rear. And then we'll just, that's it there. All right, so I'll get to Japan versus Europe first, because that's what it's all about this season. So just get the logo over here and sorted. All right, so what is the score? It's 540 points to Europe. They're putting a bit of a whooping on Japan. Japan's only on 385 points, so not doing too great, the old Japanese team. Europe is leading the way. We are in Europe. We're on the continent, as they like to say. And Someone Awesome out on track. We've got 13 cars. That's not bad. 90-minute race tonight. Long enduro. Hope you got maybe something to eat, something to drink. Get comfortable. And we're going to... hopefully we see some good racing tonight. It's been a decent season so far. Obviously we skipped a week. But we're back. Alright, here he is. Here's Someone Awesome. Reigning defending champion. Who else is out there? His team Little Bear. Let's see what he can do. He's qualifying last week, Team Little Bear. 11th. He's P13 in round 1. I don't know what he's in round 2 because I haven't updated my stats yet. Who else is out there? Big Les. So thanks to Big Les for taking us around. Got my notes on the track, which I'll go through. It's going to be 90 minutes. So we're going to have plenty of time. Here's Hammer. In that can't miss it. AMV door slammers Aston Martin. Down into Ascari as we'll jump on with someone awesome. He's got the lights on. Has had a bit of a habit this season though of just making some mistakes at vital times. See if he can keep it mistake free tonight. Is he braking very, very hard into turn 1 and 2, the first chicane. You've got to be careful with those sausage curbs. Ooh, a little bit bumpy through the Curva Grande. Here he goes. So he takes that flat. Lights are blazing. Now, Big Les said it was just the little orange marker, I think, on the right-hand side there. Once again, staying away from those sausage curbs. It's going to be interesting at the start of the race. See if we can avoid any kind of calamity through there, if you like. Make sure that they keep it nice and clean. Now through Lesmo 2. Usually run a bit of a wider line through there as we see someone awesome do that. And he's going to come down for the run into the Ascari chicane, so under the famous bridge. There he goes. Braking nice and hard. Jeff on the right-hand side, as Big Les pointed out. Using a lot of the curb, so you can use more of the sausage curb through there than you can through the first chicane and the second chicane. They're not as big, so it is depending on how you have your car set up. It will depend on how much you can ride those curbs, and there's a lot of time to be gained through there. So we are about to see Big Les's teammate, someone awesome. He's going to set the first marker. He has a whole flurry of cars behind him, so we'll try and keep up with them all. And going to be the time. He's invalidated his lap by the look of it, so no good for someone awesome. Here comes Team Little Bear. He crosses the line. Here he is now. We've got Vert Wheeler. He's making his way across in that Lexus. He sets the time. Bits are missing in that Devil Brew Audi. He sets his first time now as well. What else? Is it 2:53? No, it was 59. BV Racing for DDT Racing. Stanhouse. Here he comes in his Honda. And now it's 2:53. AB Saints. Coming around the final turn. Parabolica. And he sets a time there as well. So someone awesome's going to have to... Oh, he had an off at Lesmo 2. So he's gone back into the pits. He's going to have to go again. So less than 5 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. It's only 10 minutes of qualifying. I personally like that. Short, sharp, straight to the point. Get out there, get it done. And it's more time for racing. So here's Psycho. He's yet to set a time. So is Incy, Mersey Blue, Vert Wheeler, BV Racing, and someone awesome. They're all out there looking to set their first times. As he makes his way up the straight towards one of the most famous turns in all of motorsport. Third oldest track is Monza. Second to... Oh, I set myself up here. Second to Brooklands and Indianapolis. There you go. Psycho goes P1, so nice time from him. We've seen him with legitimate pace this season as well, so not exactly surprising to see him that far up the timesheets. Here comes Big Les. He's currently P2, 1.4 seconds now, 9/10 behind that pole position time of Psycho, so still a lot of ground to make up. It's pretty tight in that little midfield there, 3rd to 5th. This is Hammer. He doesn't improve on his time. What about Exo coming across the line now? Can he improve? Not sure if he did there. Stanhouse in that little Honda. He's down there in P6. What about AB Saints? actually don't mind this the livery of these boys this season. The DDT racing team, Datsun dealership team. I always like to think of DDT as the wrestling move, but you know, that's just me. Or the chemical agent, whichever one. Take your choice. He's Psycho. Is he on another lap? Sounds like it. Looks like it. Let's just assume that he is, eh? Might jump on board. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice through Ascari there. Using a lot of the curb. This is the tricky one right there, the last part of it. Making sure you don't clip it too hard and unsettle the car and turn it around. We've all been there. We've all done it. He's 2/10 up on his best time right now. As we approach the final 2.5 minutes of qualifying. This is round 4. Go to woe. This is the Monza Enduro, 90 minutes. Alright, it's a short run to the line. He's going to improve. He does, a 49.7. That is a pretty quick time there from the Audi Devil Brute racing team driver. Someone awesome. He's still yet to set a time. He's cutting it close. He has 2 minutes remaining. Here comes Mersey Blue in that other BMW. Absolutely sensational livery this season for these boys, for BMW. Betty Motherfucking Racing. I'm getting a lot better at saying that. Kind of not going to lie. I do enjoy saying it. Hammer. He moved up to P7. What about BV Racing? Can he set a time? No, he can't. Alright, so he's struggling a little bit out there. Here comes AB Saints. A man who loves a Snickers. The sponsor's back this race as well. So we haven't lost a sponsor. We've gained another one. Can you believe that? Absolutely amazing. AB Saints remains in P10 there. Team Little Bear. He's crossing the line now. He does remain in P9. What about this man here? Someone awesome. Is this going to be time? Nah. He's going to go for it. All right. Well, we have T-minus 1 minute remaining. Yellow flag out there for not too sure who that was for. All right. So he makes his way through the first chicane here. Approaching the final dying seconds in this one. It's Psycho Agency with a 149.7, who is on top of the timesheets. Let's see if he can hold his place. Incy's in P2. He's had a good season, Incy. He's in some good form. Keep an eye on him tonight. Stanhouse, he's in the pits. He's done. Oh, someone awesome getting it a little bit loose there through the second chicane. The second chicane is called something. Can't remember what it is called exactly. No, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, here we go. So BV Racing, he's not going to set a time. Mersey Blue, where are you, Mersey? He's about to cross the line. He goes P8. So nice work from him. We've gone 000, so it's the final 2 minutes to get it all wrapped up. Let's see what someone awesome can do. Can he pull out a blistering time? He's not set one. He's going to have to do it on this lap. It's do or die here. Had a Honda just pull out the way for him, whoever that was. That was either Stanhouse or Team Little Bear. Here he goes into Parabolica. Nice tight line there. Easy on the power. Let's see what he can do. Keeps it nice, short, sharp run to the line. Hey, P5, that's not too bad. Here's Vert Wheeler. He's the only man who's capable of upsetting the standings above him. Everyone else is pitted. Someone awesome's out there. He's not going to get another lap. We will remain on Vert Wheeler for now. So we get the camera angle right at the beginning. Let's see what he can do. He's going to have enough time to get around. Oh, he's had an off somewhere. He's got damage to the right-hand side of his car. Oh, still chucking it through Ascari though. So he says, I don't care. If I bin it, it's alright. It's okay with me. Let's see what he can do. He's a second down, so let's see if he can improve on his time. Currently P3, Vert Wheeler. We're almost The clock is almost down to 000 completely. Oh, look at that. What a tease. What an absolute tease. All right. There is our grid. Let me go grab a pen because I've got to write this down. Alright, so as we watch Bert Wheeler do some donuts, let's have a look, eh? Psycho, where am I going to write this? Alright, so Psycho in P1, congratulations to him. It's Incy in P2, it's Bert Wheeler, the man on screen, being a hooligan in P3. Stanhouse in P4, so good work, Stanhouse. Someone awesome, only got the one timed lap in, so we'll see what he can do in the meantime. Big Les Gaming in P6, so he started P4 last week. A little bit down on his performance. Mersey Blue, he's down there in P7. 8th is Exo. 9th is Bits of Missing. Then it's Hammer in P10. Team Little Bear in P11. Just writing all of this down, you know. AB Saints in P12. And then we got BV Racing. He is bringing up the rear of the field in P13. All right, that is our grid for round 4 of Go to War Season 2. It is Japan versus Europe. And we have a European on pole in one of Europe's oldest tracks. The Monza circuit. Alright, cool. So obviously, we're going to do 3 stops tonight. I think we will. It's going to be a 3-stopper, I think we usually do for the Enduros. Can't remember. Anyway, I'm sure we're going to find out as we go. Alright, so that is our grid. Let's see what these boys can do. Hope you're all well. Spring has sprung. So that's been pretty good. I don't know if you're northern hemisphere though. It means autumn is here, or fall, whatever you choose to call it. Yeah, but it's good. It was actually nice weather in where I was today. Alright, 10 seconds remaining before they get away on their warm-up lap. And I'll get this one underway. 90 minutes of Monza. Ethan Panio. Sad I'm missing out tonight because of work, but loving seeing that Honda Stanhouse on the 2nd row. That's Fresh Prince. Hey, Fresh Prince. How are you? Why don't you work? What are you doing working on a Wednesday night? Goodness gracious. No rest for the wicked though. Thanks for tuning in though. Much appreciated. Charlie Pauly, this is Assetto Corsa Competizione. To answer that question. Alright, so they are making their way on the formation lap now. Coming through, looks like the 2nd chicane now. So not too far away from getting this one started. Yeah, that's alright. We got plenty of time left, Fresh Prince. Yes, Charlie, it is on PS4, my friend. It certainly is. That's what that's what I'm streaming it from now, anyway. Okay, so they're making their way down towards Ascari. Should bite, Charlie, my friend. It's good. Highly recommended to use a wheel though. If you don't use a wheel, very difficult on controller. So I've been told anyway. It is a cracking game. It is an absolute cracking game. It's probably the closest you're going to get to an actual sim. On console. Console is what I'm saying. On console. Don't want to upset all those PC Master Race people out there. Ain't got a wheel. Well, you can still try it, right? Not recommended though. That's all I would say. Alright, so we are moments away from getting this one started. Round 4, Go to Woe, Season 2. 90 minutes. Got a feeling it's going to go by pretty quick. That's just a feeling. Try and keep it entertaining. Oh, we got to announce the sponsor this week as well. Oh no, the sponsor's not working. The sponsor is working, so I don't know what this is necessarily about. It's about something though, so maybe it's Big Les and because he's part of Betty Motherfucking Racing. Or something else a bit shady, but thanks for the sponsor again this week. This is it's good times. Exploded Argon. Yeah, you're working. What is it with all you guys working tonight? Let's see if Stanhouse can keep someone at bay. Yeah, alright, let's do this. So, Incy and Psycho on the front row, Vert Wheeler and Stanhouse, second row. Someone awesome at Big Les Gaming. Klaus gives us the green light. Let's go racing. Someone awesome pulled out immediately. Tried to get past Vert Wheeler. Good start from everyone. Here's the critical moment coming into turn 1, lap 1 of Monza. Let's see if chaos will ensue or if they'll get through there all nice and neat and tidy. All hard on the brakes. Oh! Have we disconnected? Is there a disconnection going on? That was one of the Hondas. Not too sure. It didn't look good there at the back though. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on. That is one of the BMWs there at the back too. I'm not too sure. I think it might have been Mersey Blue because this is Big Les Gaming. Looks like he's in P4 or 5 right now on the track. That looks like someone awesome who ran deep at the second chicane. So we might have had an issue at the start there by the looks of it. So that's why they're slowing down just to reform and reset the lap. So that is what's happening. Double check in the Discord. It looked like there's some issues right there at the beginning of the lap. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's a disconnect or anything. Looks alright. Who's that right at the front? 269 is all the way out there. That is Incy. So maybe Incy hasn't got the... All these boys are in a chat as well. So that's why they're... Yeah, there was a lot of lag in there. So I'm not too sure what happened. I think it was one of the Hondas that... yeah, might have caused a bit of an issue that seemed like it was in a bit of trouble. So these guys are all bunching up again. So they're all in contact with one another. We'll just have to watch and see what ensues from here. Here comes Incy into the pits. What is going on here? Incy... Team Little Bear, he doesn't seem to have gotten the message. Are they all coming into the pits? Looks like they are all coming into the pits. Might be sort of like a restart, or like a manual restart, rather than resetting the server. I reckon I know what's going on. A lot of people got caught up in it, so they might go and do a pit stop, do a full repair, and then come back out, reform, and restart the race, and we're not going to stop the clock to do that. So I kind of like that. That's a guess. That's just a guess at the moment. That kind of looks like what is happening. That's looks like that's Incy. He's off and running. Yeah, Team Little Bear, he's all done. Hammer. So he's got a little bit of damage there on the side of the car and at the rear. It's all clear now. He's back up and underway. Mersey Blue and Stanhouse are the last two that we're going to wait on. And then, yeah, this is going to be good because I'll just do another formation lap and we'll go racing again. This is some top-notch coordination. I'm enjoying this. This is good. Okay. So I dare say that's what's happened. Can't really see anything in the chat. So, alright. Assume all is well. And I'll just get restarted. So who's at the front here? You can see. So Psycho, who was P1, he's currently in P6. So it's just Stanhouse there at the back. He's going to have to sort himself out. But these boys will reset the field. And we will get this one underway again shortly. Such a better way to do it rather than reset the server. Such a better way to do it. Also considering it is an enduro. And it looks like it's yeah, it looks like it's 3 stops tonight. That'd be one of them done. No, because not everyone pitted, so only 2 stops tonight. There we go. Confirmed. Oh no, who is that? 59. You've gone around. That was one of the DDT boys. That was PV Racing. He's dropped it on the formation lap. What are you doing? Alright, that's a little bit embarrassing. I like that race suit though. Fully color coordinated. So he's going to get going once again. Where did he qualify? Oh, P13. So he was already kind of down where he needed to be. Oh no, look at that. So he's got damage to the front there. Looks relatively cosmetic at this stage. Might affect the steering a little bit though on that one. Let's see if he pits. He's holding us up. Who's in the pits? 92, Team Little Bear. What are you doing? Not sure. I don't think he's out. Would be sad to see if he is. Still there. And they're coming through. The field will pass him, so he'll go a lap down. I didn't see any major issues with him. Alright, so they'll go for one more lap, or are they going to go racing here? Looks like we're going to go racing. So we're back underway after just a little issue at the beginning, but Psycho leading them into turn 1. Let's see if we can all get through it nice and cleanly this time. Psycho runs a little bit deep. You got Vert Wheeler right behind him. Big Les Gaming comes through. Looks like most of the drivers have made it through without any issue. They have. Beautiful. So good restart from everyone. It's Psycho who's going to lead him through the Curva Grande. He's got that BMW right behind him with someone of Big Les Gaming. So he's managed to get past Vert Wheeler. Puts him down in P3 as they come through the first chicane for the first time. Someone awesome all over the back of Vert Wheeler. Oh no, that was one of the Aston Martins in the background. I think that is Incy. It is. So Incy's gone around. Just touched that Such's curb a little bit too hard. He's turned his AMV door slammer Aston Martin around. No good. He's going to drop to the back of the field. In the meantime, though, Psycho is starting to put a little bit of a gap on Big Les Gaming as they come up to Ascari for the first time. Well, the first time in anger anyway. So up the slight little hill, hit the brakes nice and hard. This is Vert Wheeler coming through there, using a lot of the curb. Trying not to upset the car, but then also trying to find the limit as well at the same time. Tucking into the slipstream of the BMW in front of him, Big Les Gaming, as they head up into Parabolica. The famous right-hander. keeping a nice tight line through there. Try and stay in the toe of the BMW as they make their way up the front straight. He's got to get a nice run on him. They've got to go side by side. So we got action early on already. Pulls out. He's going to go back into the slipstream. Can hear a little bit of a boost in the acceleration. Oh, he thinks better of it. He's not going to have a go. We're 10 minutes into a 90-minute race, so he's got plenty of time for that. He exercises patience as they come out of that first chicane. Now he's got someone awesome right behind him though. So he's the meat in a Betty motherfucking sandwich. Just use that as a mental image. As they come across the Curva Grande, now into the first chicane. Psycho just started to pull a little bit more of a gap over Big Les, who's performing quite well. So he started there in P6. So he's had a good start to this one. Oh no, that was someone awesome. He's run wide at the second Lesmo. So that's a reprieve for this man, for Vert Wheeler. Yeah, someone awesome. Just ran a little bit too wide. Went onto the grass. So he'll drop down. He will have, where is he now? He's got, he has another Lexus behind him. That's bits and missing. He's made contact with someone or something. He's got a little bit of cosmetic damage to the front of his car. Vert Wheeler, will he have another go at Big Les up the front straight? Let's see. Let's ride on board with him. So he's in the toe more than he was the last lap. Looks like Team Little Bear has managed to get going. He's just having a bit of an early look there. Here we go, the helicopter cam. No, he can't quite make up enough ground on Big Les there into the first chicane. He goes a little bit, crawls over the sausage curb there. Alright, let's see. I think I saw a little bit of action going on. This is Exo. He's had a collision with something or someone. Stanhouse and Mersey Blue going at it. Looks like Mersey was able to take that spot. No, he's all over the back of AB Saints. As they go into the second chicane. Hard on the brakes. Pulls it up. The Nissan almost gets a little bit of two-wheel action there. So he's going to tuck in behind him. In the meantime, Exo is going to try and escape. He's up there in P6. Tucked in there is little Stanhouse in his Honda. As they come through Lesmo 2. Let's have a look at... his Stanhouse having a go. And he does. He manages to get past the DDT Racing Nissan up in Ascari. So he's moved up into P8. He's dropped... Oh, AB Saints gets it all sorts of airborne out of the Ascari. So that was no good for him. Where are you, AB? He's going to need a Snickers after that. And he's going to come under all sorts of pressure from Incy, who turned it around on the first lap in anger. So he's going to have to fight him off as they come through Parabolica up the front straight again. It's going to be, this is the essence of the league this season. It's going to be Japan versus Europe. The GT3 Godzilla versus that sexy looking Aston Martin. Not too sure about the livery, it's loud. Oh, Incy pulls it up just in time. Oh, they're both crawling over the sausage curb as they come through turn 2. Incy just dropped a little bit of time to AB as they make their way through Curva Grande now. So we've been going for 13 minutes now. The race has started to get into a bit of a rhythm. Still pretty condensed pack, which is good. There's a little Stanhouse behind Mersey Blue in the BMW, Betty motherfucking white BMW. way now through the second Lesmo. So this is a good little foursome going on here with Exo, Mersey Blue and Incy in that AMV door slammer. Aston Martin, here he goes. He's going to pull out of the draft. They're going to go side by side. Who's going to blink first as they come into the Ascari chicane? Oh, they're going to still side by side. Looks like Stanhouse is going to be able to take it. Oh, they make contact. Oh, Incy sends it up the inside. Nice work from him up through Ascari, and he takes the position away from Stanhouse. So he moves that fluorescent bright yellow Aston Martin up into P8. Good racing between those two. Very lucky that it didn't end in tears there. So good racing between those two drivers. That is Mersey Blue just up ahead of him. In the meantime, actually, I'll get back to Mersey. Was he making a move? It's Exo trying to make a move on Mersey Blue into the first chicane at the end of the front straight. Thinks better of it. Mersey Blue going a little bit defensive. Probably didn't need to in the end. Oh, no! That Stanhouse has hit Incy. So Incy's gone around again. That's the second time he's had to spin that car around. It's got BV Racing fast approaching now. But those two redressing the position. So a little bit of chaos, as you would expect, into the first chicane there. Oh, that internet connection looking a little bit dodgy there. Hammer, he's in the pit, so he makes his first stop on lap 6. All right, I'll get back to the battle at the front. So it's Big Les Gaming. In all of that, I've missed the action. So Psycho Agency was leading this one. But Big Les Gaming has managed to inherit the lead. What's happened to Psycho? Has he got damage? Let's see. Oh, yeah, he does. All right, so he's had a big off somewhere. That's a bit more than cosmetic. So that's enough to start to upset the handling of the car. So we see him run wide through Ascari. We can see the bonnet there flapping around in the wind. Let's see if it affects the handling coming through Parabolica. So hard on the brakes, tips it in. Steering wheel looks relatively all right. Let's see if there's any angle on it as he's going up the straight. No, not really. Seems to be okay. Alright, so maybe at this stage it is just cosmetic. With the mid-engine cars, the understeer isn't as abundant as you get with the front-engine cars. Okay, so it doesn't look too bad at this stage. Hopefully he can battle on. In the meantime, at the front, Bits are missing. His teammate for the Audi Devil Brew Racing team. He's in P3, so he's just over 6/10 behind Vert Wheeler. He's got that Lexus pumping right now. He's chasing down Big Les Gaming, who's 1.3 seconds up the road. Runs a little bit, almost a bit too wide through Lesmo 2, but keeps it tidy enough through there. That's, I believe, someone awesome. Has he swapped positions? Let's see. Yeah, there he is. And then there's... no, that's Psycho there behind him. Alright, I'm just getting a little bit mixed up with my Audis. So it's 888 and 777. So this man's the meat in the sandwich right now. Someone awesome. But Big Les, he's 1.2 seconds out the lead. Bits of missing. Starting to close up a little bit on the Lexus of Vert Wheeler. We've already gone 18 minutes just about on the money. As the race is now starting to settle into a bit of a rhythm. We'll wait for the first round of pit stops to happen. Oh, Vert closing right up under the back wing of that BMW. That looked like it was Psycho. He just ran a little bit too deep. Had to take evasive action. Vert Wheeler's not taking evasive action though. He's taking very aggressive action as he comes through Curva Grande. He's right behind that BMW now, Big Les. Oh, just pops his head out, has a look into the second chicane. Keeps it away from the sausage cap. Oh, a bit of a snap of oversteer, sorry. He's going to follow him through Lesmo 1. So there you can see the gap. That Honda up in front, that's a lapped car. Exploded Argon, cheering on Vert. Keep it up. Great job. Here we go. We'll approach the bridge shortly. There it is. Make their way through into Ascari. So, this Honda, I don't know who that... I think that Honda belongs to Team Little Bear. So hopefully he does the right thing and just gets out of the way. That'd be nice. There he does. He's trying to. Maybe that was just a bit of a mistake from him. I'm not too sure. Here we go. He's going to have a look into Parabolica. No. And then Team Little Bear getting right out of the way. Good driving there from Team Little Bear. Nice work. Previous sponsor of the stream. Speaking of sponsors. No. Speaking of sponsors. The man who's being chased down by Vert Wheeler is the sponsor of the stream tonight. Big Les Late Years Love Agency. All of those that you're looking for a bit of love in these strange times. Hit up Big Les. Big Les Love Agency. Alright, he needs a little bit of love right now. Vert Wheeler is all over the back of him. Listen to that Aston Martin engine just sing. The big downshifts. It's music to your ears, really. He is hard at work. So I think he's managed to get past. No, that's someone awesome right behind him here. I was going to say, have I missed something there? I haven't. No, this is someone awesome right on the back of Vert Wheeler. He's dropped right off the back of Big Les. So Big Les is able to just sort of skip away here. And there's all sorts of pressure on the back of that Lexus now. Someone awesome. Having a look into Ascari. Thinks better of it. We've still got over an hour left in this one. So plenty of time. Oh no! Vert! He's turned it around! Oh, he almost turned it around. He lost it through Ascari. So I think he just clipped the inside of that curb. And he's lost 3 positions in one foul swoop. So, no good for Vert. Oh, here we go. This is, I think that's Team Little Bear right behind him, though. So that's not 4th position. And have a look at this. The Audi and the BMW in front of him. They're going at it. That's someone awesome. There's Bits of Missing and Psycho Agency. They're having a go at it as well. Hang on a second. Alright, let me get back to it. There we go. Oh, look at this. 3 wide down the front straight into turn 1. 3 into 1. Doesn't go. Who yields? No one really needed to yield. They just slotted in behind each other. Who? That Honda. Almost pulling an open lobby move there. Going deep into turn 1. There he goes. He's gone through the escape road. He's come out in between these guys. So this is someone awesome chasing down Psycho Agency. And he's got Bits of Missing in the other Audi right behind him. He's up in P3, so it's a Betty Motherfucking White Racing team 1-3 right now. Can they repeat the 1-2 that they did last week in Snetterton? We're going to have to wait and see. A long, long way to go in this one, though. So they make their way through Lesmo 2, the second Lesmo. Actually named after a small commune in the province of Monza and Brianna. So that's what the Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2 are named after. You can actually, I think you can see part of the town right there at the Lesmo. No, that's Curva Grande, sorry. Means the big curve. It's also known as Curva Biasono. for the village next to it. So there you go, a little bit of history. Third oldest circuit in history. A lot of history here. A lot of people's bucket list, I reckon. So it's certainly on mine. We're racing here virtually. That's about all we can do from Australia right now. We're not going anywhere for a little while still. Mersey Blue, he's had a decent race. So he started P7, he's in P6. He's got the Aston Martin of Vinci in front of him. See him a little bit in the pits again. We've had a few drivers stop. So Stanhouse, Vert, Wheeler, Hammer, Exo. They've all stopped at least once already. Who is that Honda? I think that's Stanhouse. I don't know if he did that if that was him last lap. I don't know what it is with the Hondas at the end there, but sort of just not really about going through that first chicane. But anyway. Alright, so once again, we've sort of not fallen to a lull. The race has started to get into a nice rhythm. It's Big Les. He's 3 seconds up the road from Psycho and someone awesome. So this little group of cars, although that's not a 3 second gap. Surely not. I thought it'd be a bit more than that. So we'll have to wait for the timing screen to update. 2.5, so he's dropped half a second there. So maybe he's just had a little bit of a moment, Big Les. Ooh, that was Psycho having a little bit of a moment at Ascari as well. So I heard it. I couldn't see it though. Someone awesome. He's going to get right behind him here. Oh no, he's run deep. He's run deep at Parabolica. He had bits of missing right behind him. I think that's where he is though still. So hasn't caused any too much drama for him. There you can see the Audi. Comes into the first chicane. Look at that, pulls it up nice and easy. No mistake through there, so some nice lines. Just skimming the sausage curb, not upsetting the car too much. Alright, so he's going to continue on here. So we have seen someone awesome make some mistakes this season that have cost him race wins. We saw it in the Bathurst Tribute race as well, which handed Big Les Gaming the win. So it was before the season started, the Tribute race. Here we go, Exo, here's a little bit of action on track. He's chasing down Hammer. We don't do much on board with Exo. Let's go for a little ride, I reckon. Turn it up, everyone. So there's a lap of Monza with EXO. We've got someone coming out of the pits there. Let's see who that is. I think that was... it's Mersey Blue. Yep, he's made his stop now. He's someone awesome. He's got bits of missing right behind. Oh no, he's managed to get past bits of missing. There we go. So he's done it on that lap. Bits of missing though. He's going to fight back here. He's got a little bit of front damage. Got to tuck into the draft. Draft's so important around this circuit. Someone awesome trying to break it. Psycho saying, nah, not that easy, buddy. So BMW versus Audi power. Oh, just manages to pull it up. So it's a Betty motherfucking White racing 1-2 right now, as it was last week. These guys are in the box seat. There's their teammate, Mersey Blue. He's down in P12. He's obviously just made his stop then, so he's got a little ways to go. Alright, there's Big Les. So someone awesome. Got the lights blazing. We are approaching the half an hour mark. Right about... Oh, right there as we see Psycho having a big moment through Lesmo 1. So we've officially gone a third race distance. And it's been a decent race, I reckon. Big Les Gaming, he's out in front. He's followed by his teammate from Betty Motherfucking White Racing. Can you tell that I really like saying that? In P2, Psycho. In P3, they come through with Scary. Bits of missing in P4. Incy, P5, Stanhouse. P6, BV Racing. Vert Wheeler, Hammer. And the man we went on board with earlier, EXO. He rounds out the top 10. There's only 13 runners, so Mersey Blue, AB Saints and Team Little Bear, they'll get a mention as well down there in 11, 12, 13. But looks like someone awesome is just able to now pull away gradually from that Audi Psycho. Going to just try and break any attempt at a slipstream. He's going to try and pick one up from his teammate. So he makes his way up the front straight here. So a reigning defending champion, someone awesome. What can he do? He started P5. Not the best qualifying session. Alright, what else do we got going on here? EXO. 2 tenths behind Hammer. These two have been going at it for a little bit now. So, Hammer just using a little bit more of the curb there. He's on the controller. EXO, I'm pretty sure he's not. There's definitely a tidier line there from the New Zealander. EXO, driving with broken ribs. Give it up for this guy. He didn't even miss a race. In a car accident, broke some ribs. Got no painkillers for that. And he's just battling on like a trooper. It's going alright. P10 right now. Down the front straight. Can't tell, I'm just having a little snack here. If you haven't already... Oh no! Who was that? Oh, that was Mersey Blue. If you haven't already, try the Kit Kat Chunky with Aero Mint. I don't know if it's available everywhere, but oh my goodness. It's like my two favourite chocolate bars mixed into one. It's just phenomenal. Alright, here we go. This is EXO trying to make the move into the second chicane. So this is a nice little battle between these two drivers. This is down for positions 9 and 10. This is Europe on Europe. Bit of the old helicopter cam. Oh, I forgot to turn off the thingo. There we go. Alright, so Exo can't quite get up close enough to hammer right now. No, not too sure what happened to him there. There's Mersey Blue as well, so yeah, but get back to these guys in a moment. Oh, in the meantime, here we go. Here's an attempt at a change of lead. Someone awesome going around the outside of Big Les. This is teammates BMW on BMW around Parabolica. Big Les runs a little bit wide. Someone awesome manages to keep a tighter line in through there. Gets nice traction off the final turn. They're going to go side by side up the front straight. It's going to be a drag race into turn one. Someone awesome just tucks into the back of the BMW into that slipstream. Try and pull out the absolute last second. There he does. He's having a look. And he thinks better of it then. So still a long way to go in this one. 55 minutes to be exact. But someone awesome making his presence felt. He's all over the back of his teammate right now. This is going to be a good battle for the lead. What will he do? We see Incy. He's decided to pit. As we go on board with someone awesome. Alright, what can he do? Can he force a mistake from Big Les? It'll be interesting to see how long he decides to stay behind him. If he can't get past him straight away, he might decide to pit in just to get out of that dirty air. Oh, he runs a little bit wide. Speaking of dirty air, I think that... Oh, no, that was Big Les. Big Les's run wide and someone awesome's inherited the lead. There he is. So he's dropped a couple of spots, Big Les. And someone awesome has gone into the lead. So a little bit of a mistake there from Big Les. So just as I mentioned, dirty air coming through Lesmo 2, and that was enough to upset that BMW Big Les, and he's dropped a couple of spots. Now occupying position 3 on the circuit. Let's see if he decides to pit because of that. We've got over 53 minutes remaining. He hasn't stopped yet. Most of the drivers around him have already made at least one stop. Team Little Bear, he's completed both of his mandatory stops. I don't think so, but there's someone else who's going to pit. Someone awesome. And then Psycho's followed him in as well. Alright. So Big Les, he will continue on. These two are going to make their stops. So they've decided, approaching, still a little ways off, halfway. Alright, we don't want to really watch that, do we? We want to see what's going on out on the circuit. Mersey Blue, the BMW driver's teammate. Alright, that's better. Alright, so... Alright, so I just had to check a couple of things there, but we're all sorted. We're all under control here. I think that is that XO trying to make the move again on Hammer. These two have been going at it for quite a few laps now. At least 3 that I can think of. He makes a little mistake into Parabolica then. And that's cost him another position to Mersey Blue. So XO has already pitted once. He's got one more stop to complete. Now... the Someone Awesome and Psycho, they've both made their stops. What's Big Les going to do? Will he respond straight away? Or will he just try and cut some laps, put in some good times in the clean air? And respond later. Well, looks like a fair bit of understeer coming into the Parabolica. No, he's going to continue on. So is Bits are missing. So this man here, Stanhouse, he's in P3, so we haven't really spoken too much about him tonight. But he's going quite well. He started P4, made his first stop, up in P3, so effectively he's leading the race right now. So great strategy playing out for him at this stage. This is round 4 of Go to Woe. I do believe this might even be the first ever ACC race streamed on the CCR network. So we're a little bit of part of history tonight, maybe. We'll get confirmation on that later. In the meantime, though, Mersey Blue. No one can seem to get past Hammer right now. He's got a very wide Aston Martin, the AMV door slammer driver. Has a lot of real-world driving experience. I think he was a Porsche factory driver at one stage. I know that he's mixed with New Zealand and Australasian racing royalty, the Richards. Oh, here we go. Mersey Blue, though. Doesn't count for much on the virtual racing circuit. He's going to go up the inside of Parabolica. They're going to come side by side as they exit. Oh, I almost thought he was going to pit there. So it's going to be a drag race up the front straight. Aston Martin versus BMW. Mersey's able to get past. Hammer ducks into the slipstream. Can he make the most out of it into turn one? He's pulled out. He's having a look. No, he can't. Mersey Blue is able to pull it up in time as they come through the first chicane. So nice work there from the Betty Motherfucking White Racing Team driver. Mersey Blue up into P9. In the meantime, his teammate, Someone Awesome, he's managed to just get past Incy then as he's making his way through the second chicane there. BV Racing, he's tucked in behind the Aston Martin right now. Let's see, where are you, Big Les? Car number 11 on the circuit. No, so he's gone around again. All right, so this is going to be the little cat and mouse game that they play now between him and Someone Awesome and I think it was Psycho, sorry. But Stanhouse is right up there. So is Vert Wheeler. That DDT Racing. You see, looking a little bit worse for wear. See the bonnet just shaking just slightly. Here's Exo again. Him and Hammer have resumed hostilities. Been going at it for a long time now. Oh, that was Mersey Blue getting past one of the Hondas. I would say that's Team Little Bear. I would be correct. So he's just doing his bit, getting out of the way, obeying the blue flags. Let's see what Exo can do coming up the front straight. He's not quite close enough. Close enough to make a move there. Oh, Hammer runs a little bit deep. Exo almost followed him in. He's going to have to go across the grass. Not much traction out there. Exo's able to take advantage of that, and he's finally able to take the position away from that Aston Martin AMV door slammer driver, Hammer. He's finally managed to get past after quite a number of laps stuck behind him. He can finally take that spot from Hammer. So he moves up into P10. Oh, he goes a little bit deep there into the chicane. Oh, and then he runs wide now. Is he able to maintain the position? Oh, he's running a little bit deep into Lesmo too. Oh, no, he's giving it back, Exo. So he had it, and then he lost it. So, oh dear. And Hammer's able to pull a little bit of a gap straight away. Wow, all right. Well, he had it for a second. What do they say? It's better to have loved and lost than never loved at all. Well, he had the place. At least you can say that he had that. Doesn't have it anymore. He's going to... Oh, he runs very deep into Ascari. So maybe just a couple of deep breaths from Exo might be required here. Just to reset. And then regroup and have another go. That's the man they call Hammer. Alright, let's have a look at a few more battles. We are approaching halfway. Stanhouse. He's made his second stop. Oh, this is a bit of a strategic play from him. Wasn't keeping up with that. Where's he come out? Front of 222. This is Mersey Blue coming through. It's going to be a race into the First chicane. Oh, he cuts it nice and tight, but Mersey is able to take that spot. And there's the battle of Exo and Hammer that we were looking at earlier. So he's dropped a few spots, but he's now completed both of his stops as we are fast approaching the halfway mark of round 4. The 90-minute Enduro around Monza, the G2W Series 2. Hope you're all enjoying the stream. Oh, Mercy's run deep. He's had to take evasive action over those big sausage curbs. And that's enough to open up the door for Stanhouse, and he walks straight through with his Honda, with the Hector's 3 Honda Civic Racing. Don't know who Hector is. But, yeah, I know where Stanhouse is. He is in P9 right now. Oh, is that Exo managed to get past Hammer again in the midst of all of that? Alright, so there's two swapping positions, left, right, and centre.
We're halfway through, keep pushing.
There's little Klaus, gives us the halfway mark. Tell you what, the first half of this race been decent. It's always good racing with these guys, I have to admit. The grids aren't huge, but what it lacks in numbers, it makes up for quality of racing. I have to say that. It's worth the watch. Alright, so this is Bits and Missing. He's just 1.1 seconds behind Big Les Gaming. Let's have a look at where... So this is where Big Les is. So he's just in front of Bits and Missing there. Vert Wheeler, he's just coming through the second chicane now. And approaching Lesmo 1. So that's the gap between the two. So we'll have to wait and see what the pit stop is going to look like from Big Les Gaming. Oh, here we go. Bits are missing. So he's decided to make the stop, pull out of the dirty air of that BMW. And he's going to decide to pit now. This means here comes Vert Wheeler. So he's making his way through Ascari now. This is going to be close between these two. Bits are missing. He's almost stopped. Here's Vert chucking it through. Final sequence. Curb. So close. You've got to be really careful there. Bits are missing. Still stationary. Here comes Vert. He's about to chuck it into Parabolica. Bits are missing. Still stationary. So it looks like Vert is going to take the spot here. Still stationary. It's a long stop from Bits are missing. It's a long stop. Alright, what about Psycho? Is he going to be able to take the position from his teammate? There he goes. He gets underway. So he's going to lose that. Someone awesome. Here he comes. Here's Bits are missing. So they're going to meet probably somewhere down at the end of this straight here. Here comes someone awesome on the charge. As we can see him in the background there, just lurking. He's a bit cloudy there, but there he is. So it's now going to be up to Bits are missing to get those tyres back up to pressure. So he's going to be a little bit vulnerable here. Someone awesome needs to take his chances straight away. Get right onto the back of that Audi immediately and put this man under as much pressure as he possibly can. In the meantime though, Big Les still leading this one. Yet to make his stop. Him and BV Racing are the only two drivers out there that haven't stopped so far. Oh, that was the Audi running a little bit wide. Here's Big Les Gaming. So he's making his stop. Here's Vert coming through. He's approaching Ascari. And this is the little battle between Someone Awesome and Bits are Missing. So let's get to it. Here we go. Big Les stationary. Vert Wheeler coming through Ascari once again. Tipping it through. Just that last little part of it. Such a scary little ride through there sometimes. Here we go. Big Les still stationary. Vert Wheeler approaching Parabolica. Big Les still stationary. Here he goes. It's on the power. No issues through there. Nice tight line. Still stationary. Long stop. So he's gone over halfway. Here we go. Psycho. Still stationary. What about Bits are missing? Someone awesome. They're going to come through as well. So they're going to take the spot away from Big Les. He's going to drop down further. Here comes Incy. Here's Stanhouse now. Where are you, Big Les? He's still stopped. That's a long stop from him. He's obviously gone a very, very long fill. BV Racing coming through as well. Even Mersey Blue and Hammer too. So he's going to drop down to about P10, Big Les. He's still stationary. Is he going to even drop further down past EXO? Here he comes around Parabolica. Big Les on his way out now. I think EXO is going to get him. He is nice and easy too. So Big Les took a big gulp of fuel then. So his second stop might be a splash and dash. So I didn't see the stops of the first guys, but that was a long stop from Big Les. So it would make you think he would be on a strategy that will see him run until the as close to the end as possible. Just do a little splash and dash and be out on it, out and done with it. In the meantime, though, Stanhouse coming through Lesmo 1. A little bit scrappy through there, but manages to gather it up again. He's in there, P6. Now, he is completed both of his stops. This man here, though, someone awesome. He hasn't. He needs to complete one more. He's 9/10 behind. Bits are missing in the Audi Devil Brew Racing team. So they make their way through Parabolica. Oh, he runs wide there. Bits are missing. That's going to be a mistake. This man here, someone awesome. He doesn't need a second invite. Here we go. BMW versus Audi. Front straight to Monza. Just pulls out of the toe. Can he outbrake him? No, he can't. So much better on the brakes there, the little Audi. Keeps the BMW at bay for now, but for how long can he do it? That AMV door slammer's Aston Martin in the background. That's the car of Incy. So he's in P5, just behind these guys. Well over 250 kilometers an hour. Down into second gear, down into first, braking all the way down 80 kilometers. Make their way through the first chicane. Easy on the power now. On the limiter in third. Down into second for Lesmo 1. Down into second again for Lesmo 2. So someone awesome right there behind him. Gets on the grass a little bit on the exit of Lesmo 2. I don't think that was enough to give away any sort of advantage to someone awesome as they make their way under the bridge one more time. Setting themselves. There's Jeff on the right hand side. Give him a wave. Oh, he runs a little bit deep there. Someone awesome is going to try and convert. Just the Audi just had to drift back into the middle of the road and was able to hold up the BMW. So someone awesome wasn't able to take advantage of that. See what he can do coming into Parabolica. So I think, oh, he's run deep again there. Surely this time. Yes, it is. So one mistake too many. For Bits are missing, for Psycho, sorry. And that is all he needed to say thank you very much. And no, that is Bits are missing, he's getting past. So I was getting confused between those two. Anyway, he's gone through. We only have 37 minutes remaining. I say only, but we've been going for well over 45. So we're certainly over the halfway mark. It's gone past quick. Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? So, there we go. That's the situation there. Stanhouse is still a little ways back off this pack here. He's just coming up through this second chicane now. Got BV Racing. He's just coming in for his sub. Here's Big Les. All right. Let's see how quick this is. This has to be a splash and dash. Stationary. 1,000. 2, 1,000. got to be a bit quicker than that, Big Les. What are you doing, son? Doesn't look like he has any damage there. Alright, we might get back to that. Back to the action on track. Keep an eye on the track map though. Big Les still stationary. Alright, well we're going to have a word with him after the race anyway. So, might be able to shed a little bit of light in terms of his strategy. He's underway now. Alright. Well, we'll have a word with him after the race. One of the DDT Nissans is ducking into the pits. Might be BV Racing. It's AB Saints, the man who loves the Snickers. Here's Incy, tucking right up under the wing of that Audi. A bits are missing, so he's starting to pile the pressure on. I think that's Mersey Blue and the other BMW. Big Les, he's come out in P11. So he's got a bit of work to do in the last 34 and a bit minutes of this one. Oh, that was one of the Nissans going straight on there at the second chicane. Here we go, Incy pulling out. He's going to send it up the inside of Lesmo 1. That is a passing opportunity right there. He takes it. Can Bits and Missing fight back? No, I don't think he can. So that's done. So he's made it through Lesmo 2 as well. He's completed the pass. So he moves his Aston Martin up into P5. Incy. Oh, that was Mersey Blue trying to get past, I think. Or was it Big Les Gaming? What? That's Big Les Gaming. So he's right down there. That was for position too. So he moves himself back up into P10. He's got it all ahead of him now. In the meantime, though, get back to this little duo here, Incy and Bitzer. Alright, so field's starting to spread out a little bit now. So once the stops have all started to play out. AB Saints, he's been in there for a considerable amount of time. Team Little Bear, I reckon that might be about his 4th stop tonight. So he's not having a good time of it. Maybe he needs a little bit of love. And if he does, maybe he could just ask Big Les, who we've seen might even need a bit of love after this one. So age is just a number. It has no barriers. It's the Big Les Late Years Love Agency. Proud sponsor of round 4 of Go to Worry Season 2. The Enduro around Monza. We all need a little bit of love right now in these strange times we're living. Some are living stranger than others. Some of it's just normal, you know. So, anyway, there you go. If you're looking for love, ask Big Les. Alright, so at front, it is that man there, Vert Wheeler. He's got a 1.7 second gap on Psycho. Yeah, down to 8/10, so perhaps he's had a little bit of a moment. We know that Psycho's had a moment some while back now. That hasn't perturbed him from soldiering on, even with that slightly damaged car. So Exo coming in for his stop. Might ride on board with the man from the Devil Brew Audi racing team. I think I actually change the name around like every time that I say it. I've got to get it right. Devil's Brew Audi Racing. There you go. Let's do a lap with Psycho, shall we? Oh, I've got to step in there. That made contact. That was through the second chicane there. So it's not the first time Psycho has made contact by the looks of his car. So it was enough to turn Vert almost all the way around. Will Psycho redress it? I think he might have to there. Someone awesome. He's right on the back of Psycho now. And he's got a whole hungry horde of cars right behind him looking to take that position away from him too. All on the same strategy. Stanhouse, that little green box means that he is done. He's completed all of his stops. As we approach the final 30 minutes of this one, let's go to Woe. Season 2, Round 4, Monza. That 60 minutes, I gotta say, has absolutely flown by. It's been good racing from the get-go. It's what you come to expect to this league. Oh, this is someone taking a nice tidy line through there. Bert Wheeler going defensive on the inside. Is he going to pit? Yes, he does. All right, so that makes it nice and easy for someone awesome. He takes P2. Where's this man? He's Stanhouse. Bert Wheeler. He's coming in now. So Stanhouse, he's definitely easily going to take that position. What about Big Les? This is probably the one that we want to watch. No. He's way down. He had 2 very, very long stops. We will catch up with the man from the Betty Motherfucking White racing team after the race, and we'll find out exactly what happened to you, Big Les. You're looking good. AB Saints and BV Racing. All the DDT boys are there, having a little pit party. Here's Incy though. He's right behind someone awesome now. He's just quietly gone about his business. Runs a little wide on that sausage curb though. Not enough to upset the car too much. He's got his lights on as well. Lights ablaze. All black suit. He's a man who means business, Incy. Now the gates, Lesmo too. Nice and easy. Under the bridge, the historic part of the circuit, the old oval part of the circuit. Third oldest circuit. Oh no, Incy! So easy to do that through Ascari. Just about to tell you a little story about Ascari actually. It's a long one too. Yeah. Pretty much the word Ascari is actually derived from the Italian form of the Germanic name Ansgar and Scario. So Ansgar is a Germanic given name composed of the elements of Ans, God, and Gar, spear, thus meaning spear of God. That is like the most badass name you could really come up with. How about I just missed something there while I was yabbering on? Someone awesome's got into the pits. Alright. He's obviously reading from something on a notepad there. Alright. So, someone awesome. He's making his final stop. Where's Big Les? Oh man, Big Les is so far out of this, it's not funny. So Stanhouse, he's gone through. He's just working his way up. Look at that Mersey Blue. Here goes someone awesome. So there's a bit of a splash and dash. Here comes Hammer out of P7. Alright, so this is Mersey. Someone awesome. He's going to come out behind Mersey Blue. So P7. There we go. Alright, so he's made his second stop. 27 minutes remaining. Almost missed that. Kind of did miss it. I was trying to give you a little bit of history about the circuit. But anyway. So that means Psycho, Incy, and Bitzer have all one more stop remaining. And that's Bitzer right behind this man here. So Incy, like I said, just going about his business. He's been quite a consistent performer in the league this season. He finished 8th at Alton Park. And then he finished in round 2 P3. And then in the third race he finished P7. So he's already had a podium this season. He's gunning for his second podium of the season. Yeah, I'll get to the story in a minute. I keep on stuffing that up, actually. So yeah, Spear of God. So yeah, pretty badass name. Chicane, though, was, however, named after Alberto Ascari. Oh, I heard someone going off there. He was an Italian two-time F1 champion. Only other person to do that, Michael Schumacher, of course. Ferrari world champion, obviously. Italian two-time Formula 1 world champion. Race cars and bikes. Only other person besides Michael Schumacher to be back-to-back world champion for Ferrari. He did die, unfortunately, in tragic circumstances. He was testing a Ferrari 750 around Monza. It's a sports car for an upcoming 1,000-kilometre race. He actually wasn't meant to even drive it that day, but decided, I'll jump in. He was just wearing his Sunday best, so he just had like a jacket, shirt sleeves, just ordinary trousers. Borrowed a helmet from someone, as we see Incy throwing it through Ascari. Yeah, so he's just wearing like basic stuff, lost control of the car, thrown from the car, and unfortunately safety wasn't much of a priority back in those days. And yeah, he perished. So yeah, unfortunately passed away after a tragic testing accident, which was, drivers dying in motorsport was pretty common back in the day, but thankfully not anymore. Safety has come along so far. It's paramount now. We even saw that on the weekend in Formula 1. Here's someone awesome, though. He's right on the back of Mersey Blue. They're down in P5, P6. This is Betty Motherfucking White versus each other into Parabolica. So we've seen someone awesome have pretty tight lines through there all night. So gets a nice run. Oh yeah, and Mersey has decided to, he doesn't want to give us a show. He's just ducked into the pit. So someone awesome works himself up into P5. Stanhouse, he's going through Curva Grande now. So these two right in it, up to their eyeballs. Big Les Gaming. Oh, he is, they were two very, very long stops. So I'm very keen to find out post-race what happened to him. But in the meantime, he is bits of missing. He's right up behind Incy. That BMW, I think, is Big Les Gaming. So he's trying to unlap himself, essentially. And these cars need to make their second stop anyway. So that does make sense. So it's a short run up into Parabolica. See what old Pizza can do. A bit of onboard action. Traction control set to 3. So traction control obviously allowed in this Formula car. GT, engine map 1, pretty much the fastest map you can get. We don't have tyre pressures and whatnot. You can't see that on the stream. We're giving away the secrets. Hard on the brakes for turn 1 there. Can he force Paul Ince into a mistake? Incy, the man who doesn't mind a fire at night. Sitting on the in the backyard with a nice roaring fire going. Obviously a cold alcoholic beverage of some sort in his hand. Still a few days away. He's got this race still to complete. And the rest of the week. It's a good way to pass the midway point of the week, Wednesday. Gotta say, Thursday's probably my favourite day of the week. It's the furthest away from Monday that you can get. We all know Mondays are just absolute rubbish. In saying that though, lockdown, every day just seems like it blends into the other. The weekends, just you don't work, but you don't go anywhere else. Anyway, enough of that. Interesting line there through Ascari. Alright, what else do we have here? AB Saints. He's still in the pits, so I wonder if that's a... He's done it for the night. He might have just... Might have pulled the old Snickers out of the pocket and said, let's watch the rest of the race here. The final 20 minutes, just over 20 and a half minutes remaining. Psycho Agency in P1. He's pitting right now in that slightly damaged Audi. Incy's going to go through into the lead. Bits of Missin's got to follow him into P2. Here comes Stanhouse. He is absolutely in the box seat right now. He's looking good. Someone awesome. He's going to see if he can inherit another position. There's Psycho, still stationary. This man's next cab off the rank to take a position away from him. Still stationary, so a long stop. Someone awesome again. Nice tight line through Parabolica. Oh, he's underway. I think someone awesome's got to get him though. Looks like it. He's going to be in the foreground. Just coming into the picture now. And he's done it. So someone awesome's managed to take that position away from Psycho. So he's going to drop him down into P5. That will move the Betty Motherfucking White Racing BMW of someone awesome, the number 1. We'll move him up into P4. So he has stopped twice now. So everyone has made their required stops. Bar 2, Incy and Bits of Missing, the 2 drivers that are P1 and P2. I think we're set for a pretty cracking final 20 minutes here. These two are less than a second splitting them. And then Stanhouse, he's a bit further back. He's making his way through Ascari now. So he's looking on for a victory. Here, Stanhouse, he started in P4. He's P3, but he is looking super. This will be his first victory of the year, no doubt. Let me double check that. Yeah, because we Fresh Prince won, Big Les, and Psycho. So, yeah, this would be the first win. His best finishing position in the first 4 races, I do believe, is P3 in round 1. So he's had a bit of form. He was P5 last week. The week before that, he was P6. So you'd think that he has made a bit of progress. So 3rd, 6th, and 5th. He's on track to go P1. Obviously, still another 18 and a bit minutes to go. Anything can happen. It is Monza. Weather's certainly not going to play a part. But is there a twist in the story? We're going to just have to wait and see how this one plays itself out. But he's certainly put himself in the box seat in the meantime. Bits are missing though. He's missing a pit stop. Needs to do one more of those. Big Les down in P8. He was leading earlier on. His pit stops just seem to know the death of him, really. Make their way through Ascari one more time. We've done 36 laps. So obviously we don't count the laps, we count the minutes. Laps are important though, gives us a bit of an idea on fuel consumption, stop, strategy, whatnot. This is a timed event, not a lapped event. Let's see what Incy does. If he decides to pit or not. Doesn't look like it at this stage. No, he's going to continue on, and so is Bitzer. So I wonder if they might just be looking at a only requiring a splash and dash here to finish off the race. Have to wait and see. Downshift sound phenomenal on that Audi. Alright, well, looks like the rest of the field, yeah, relatively spread out now. 12 and 77. So this is Stanhouse. He's in P3. He's got a 21-second lead over someone awesome. So he's not going to come under any pressure anytime soon. Psycho's 5.4 seconds behind someone awesome. So I don't think he's going to really challenge him either. Can't see too many positions changing on the track besides these two. As we see a blue flag wave, I'm not too sure what that's for. There's no one else really around them right now. Game does sometimes do that. But no, that's alright. Okay. Go through Parabolica one more time. Oh, Incy gets a little bit loose at the rear of the car, a little bit of oversteer. Is that enough to upset it and open up the door for this man? Bits are missing. No, it wasn't. Okay. So closed right up on him though. Can that big V8 engine of the Aston Martin grunt work just pull away from the Audi? No, it can't. He's catching him, if anything, around the Curva Grande. It's going to be interesting going into the first chicane. Has a big look up the inside. Just exercising some patience there. Hard to do though sometimes. Red mist descends. So Lesmo 2. Down into third gear. We've seen a lot of drivers go into second gear through there. So bits are missing. Obviously has that car relatively hooked up. You would think so, considering his position right now. They go into Ascari. Oh, Incy taking a lot of the curb. Yeah, I reckon Bits is going to fancy himself here. We have 13, just under 13 and a half minutes left in this one. Ethan Panio, what have you missed? My goodness, what haven't you missed? Nah. Incy P1. Yeah, he's had a good race, Incy. I've mentioned it on the stream. He's gone about his business. He's up there. He still has a stop to complete. So does Bits are missing. So this man here, Stanhouse. Hang on quickly. Oh, Bits oh no, he's hit him! He's hit Incy. That's not the first time we've seen something like that happen to him tonight. Fortunately, doesn't turn him around. He's been a magnet for cars to the back of the look at that. That was that was the big Les BMW just lurking in the background there. So I thought that might have been. I wasn't too sure if that was someone awesome. So Stanhouse though, he's in the box seat here still. That little collision did none of these drivers any favours. But Stanhouse, he's just coming through the second chicane now, and there he is. And then these two are just about to make their way through the second Lesmo. So, yeah, Stanhouse in the box seat. 10 seconds off these guys. They've still got one more stop to complete. 12 minutes remaining. Psycho's 5.2 seconds behind someone awesome, so he's not going to challenge him on track anytime soon. But it could be a podium of Stanhouse, someone awesome, and Psycho right now. That would be a much-needed victory for Team Japan. Vert Wheeler there. He's in P6. But the DDT boys are letting down the pride of Japan. Especially in a Nissan as well. Goodness gracious. The gap from someone to Stanhouse is... well, here, hang on. Let's have a quick look. See if Bits of Missing can get a run. Hang on 2 seconds. No, I don't think so. Not on this one. White flag. What are you doing, Mr. Marshall? All right. So the gap from someone and Stan. Oh, Stanhouse in the pits. What is this? What is this? This is the guy who was on for a great race win. Why is he pitting? Has he had an off? It doesn't look like it. Oh no. What's happened? Has he miscalculated his fuel maybe? He was cruising. Psycho, he's going to come through here. What has happened? Someone's had an off. Oh no, this is history repeating itself. This is the second time he's done that already this season. He did it at Bathurst as well. Cost him the race victory. We've got late race drama. Stanhouse, I think he just had to come in for a splash and dash. I reckon he miscalculated his fuel. Oh my goodness. So that means, oh look at this. This is Psycho. He's had an off at the first chicane. Now this could open it up for Incy and Bits and Missin, who, yeah, Incy has swapped positions with Bits and Missin. So amidst all that drama, we've got, the last 10 minutes of this one, and this is all just turned on its head all of a sudden. It was looking like Stanhouse was going to cruise to victory. But now have a look at this. Incy's going to fight back to Bits and Missin as they make their way up to the Parabolica. He's going to send that at Martin up the inside. No, he thinks better of it. They both take a nice tight line through there. We are down to the last 9.5 minutes of round 4 at Monza. This race is still up for grabs. And just watch these guys until they make it through the first turn. If there's going to be any attempt at a pass here, I don't think so. Alright, so these guys are making through turn 1 and 2 now. They're Psycho, so I don't think that's still enough of a gap for them to get through. And then there's someone awesome. Stanhouse, he's right behind these guys. Oh no, he's definitely miscalculated his fuel. So he's miscalculated the fuel. He's had to come in for a splash and dash. That right now, looking at it, has cost him the race victory. So simple miscalculation. You know what? I've done that before. It didn't cost me the victory. Not that good. But yeah, easy to do. I'm also not very good at maths either. So that was also an issue. But alright, these two guys, they've got fresh air in front of them. I don't know. Does Incy decide to pit? I don't know. I don't know if Stanhouse is going to make P2. He's 4.1 seconds behind Someone Awesome. There's the gap there, the visible gap. Someone Awesome has a lot of damage. I reckon that is enough damage though to affect the actual performance of that car. Let's go on board with him. We'll see if we can get a view of the steering wheel. Doesn't seem too bad. We saw this last week as well around Snetterton. Oh, maybe he does have some dramas. That car is certainly not behaving the way that he wants it to. This is Groundhog Day for Someone Awesome. That gap is sitting at, what is it? 2.8. I reckon it's a little bit less than that. Probably around about there, maybe, yeah. The gap between Incy and Bits and Missin. I reckon Incy needs to pit here. Try and give himself the best chance of getting a podium. Stanhouse, it's going to be up to him to try and close the BMW down in the final 7 minutes of round 4. I was convinced that this man was going to cruise to victory, but alas, he was not. Yeah, miscalculation of fuel. Got the Nismo gloves on, I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, it takes a little bit of a strange line through Parabolica, but sort of turned out alright for him. As he moves up the gears in that Honda for Hector's, for the, what is it? What's the name again? It is Hector's 3 Honda Civic Racing. Ooh, right up under brakes on the back of that BMW. So I reckon Someone Awesome's got some issues with just getting that BMW to stop at the moment. Yeah, he's closed the gap. That's for sure. Oh, he makes a little mistake. So that lets someone off. We're in the final 6 minutes, so time is starting to become very, very relevant in this one. It's running out. Time is of the essence right now. Someone awesome. I'm almost getting a little bit scrappy through Lesmo 2. Let's see what Stanhouse can do into the heavy braking zone of Ascari. Let's look out for Jeff on the right-hand side. He's waving a flag. Look at that. He was waving to us. Hit the brakes. Throw it in. Use a little bit of the curb. All the way through. This is the danger one. Don't hit that too hard. Oh, he has to let off the power. He runs wide. Doesn't lose too much momentum through there, luckily enough for him. So we've seen on this lap already, he's just made a couple of little mistakes that have cost him time. And right now, time is running out, so he doesn't have much. He doesn't have any in the tank. He has to make every moment count here. Minimise the mistakes. Try and force a mistake to someone awesome. Alright. Let's see if he can get a little bit closer under brakes again into turn 1. This is where we saw him make up a lot of ground on the lap earlier. That's Psycho in front of them as well. So these three are all grouped pretty tightly together. Going to try and make up the ground there. In the meantime, Incy, he's 1.2 seconds behind. Bits are missing. They're still fighting it out in front. They've just made it through Ascari. This is Psycho. He's about to go through Lesmo 1. Oh, I just can't really see these two making their way onto the podium tonight. Psycho pulling away. Will be interesting to see where Incy and Bitzer drop in. I'm interested to find that out as well, Ethan. Tell you what, I'm going to tell you all about it in about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I'll let you know. Here goes Bitzer missing. He's going to let us know a little bit earlier. So there was some... Oh, no, this is Psycho. So he's coming through. Ascari now. Bitzer missing. His teammate is about to stop. Let's see him get stationary. Now. Alright, here comes Psycho. Back to make his way through Parabolica. So Incy has continued on. Oh, that is Team Little Bear, I think. Running a bit wide there through Parabolica. Gets right out of the way. Bits of Misson's going. Oh, wow. We're going to have 3 minutes left in this one. Psycho's just inherited the lead. Look at this. This is going to be close. This is going to be a fight to the end. He's got 2 minutes and 55 seconds to chase his teammate down to try and secure a victory. Psycho has to hold on. He was on pole position. He's been up and down through the standings, but right now he is P2. Incy, on the other hand, he's coming down now, down the hill, under the bridge. And this is Bits of Missing and Psycho. So this is going to be a great little battle to watch between these two drivers right now. This is for P2, P3. The Audi Devil Brew. The Devil's Brew Audi Racing. I'll get it eventually. Yeah, Incy does need to push hard. I think he's been pushing pretty hard most of the race, to be fair. Let's see what he can do. We'll keep an eye on him. He's just coming through Parabolica now. I think that was Bits of Missing, just running a little bit wide through Lesmo 2. Does Incy pit? Yes, he does. All right, here he comes. So he's making his final stop. Here's Psycho. He's coming through Ascari. We saw a relatively quick stop from Bits of Missing. Yet to stop the car, though. They're out of Ascari. Doesn't make any mistakes. So this is looking good for the Audi boys. This man here, Bits of Missing. He's stopped now. Psycho. About to make his way through Parabolica. I think this is going to be super tight. Keeps a nice tight line. Bits of Missing follows him through. Here, Incy's going. This is going to be tight up the front straight. Here we go. Then you got to see Incy on the side there. And he's going to come out in P3 just behind Bits of Missing. So it's an Audi 1-2. We've got a formation finish the second week in a row. But Incy, absolutely superb driving. He started in P2. Psycho, he started P1. And Bits of Missing, he started down in P9. So he has worked himself up into a phenomenal position right now. We're just waiting for the timing screen to figure itself out. There we go. So 30 seconds remaining. The next time they go across the line, it could be it. Or are they going to time it just to perfection? I think there's Incy's teammate Hammer just getting out of the way. I think this could possibly be the last lap. This is going to be the last lap. Klaus didn't call it. I'm not going to get fooled twice. I got fooled at, where was it? Alton Park. There's a bit of a letdown, but this is going to be it. The final seconds in this one, Psycho just needs to hold on through Ascari and Parabolica. He's got to take home victory. Bits of Missing, hoping for a mistake at this stage. I don't think he'd want his teammate to make a mistake. He'd be happy with P2. But we're going to follow him through. The clock has gone to 000. Klaus has not told me that it's the last lap, but you would have to assume that it is. Here's Psycho. So he started P1 after more than 90 minutes. That's where he is right now. He's about to cross the line to officially take victory of round 4, season 2. Go to Woe. The 90-minute enduro belongs to that man there, Psycho. Congratulations. Bits of Missing takes home P2, and Incy takes home a very well-earned podium position. Here comes Stanhouse after that fuel miscalculation. Someone awesome comes home in P5. Vert Wheeler, he's coming through Ascari now. But congratulations to Psycho. What a race. Wow, he was up and down. Fantastic racing from everyone tonight. Bits of Missing with a phenomenal effort from P9 there. And Incy with a great strategy all race. Well done to him. Here comes Vert Wheeler. He was up there in contention at one stage as well. He's going to bring it home for the accelerated demolition boys. Japan did miss out on some crucial points. It's a European 1-2-3 tonight. But well done to Vert Wheeler taking home P6. Mersey Blue down here in P7. So the Betty Motherfucking White racing team boys going to take up P7 and P8 as he flashes the lights. Well done, Mersey Blue. Good race from him. He started P7. That's where he finishes. 90 minutes. Big Les Gaming. We're going to find out very, very shortly what happened. I want to find out what was going on with his stops as he's the last man around the circuit. So he comes across the line, and that is it. But it's this. Oh, but it was that man there, the Audi Devil Brew. What happened to Les? His pit stops just went forever. We're going to find out because he's going to jump in the party with me any second now, and we're going to find out what happened to Big Les. Give me one moment. No. Oh, did I have to go to Woe Sounds thing on all that time? Oh, that sucks. Sorry. I just forget to turn it off. Anyway. Let me see if I can get Big Les on the line. Oh, he says he's already in there. Alright, I'll just wait for Big Les. Hopefully he can tell us what happened. But pretty much, Ethan, he had a long pit stop. 2 very long pit stops. Just, where are you, Big Les? He might be too tired. Okay, I can't add him. Alright, maybe he doesn't want to talk. Alright, well, that wraps up. That was good. That was fun. That was 90 minutes, but that was enjoyable. I enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed it just as much as I did. Let's give Big Les one more moment. We'll see if we can get him on the line. Where are you, Big Les? Let me try and hit him up on Discord. There's 3 people watching this stream, so you got to do it for the people, right? You can always just watch it on replay. hang on, let me text him. Alright. I've just texted him.
Green light. Go,
We'll
go.
find out. I'll give him a minute or so. And oh, here he is, Big Les Gaming. Big Les, mate, what happened? Those pit stops went forever.
Yeah, some intelligent critter said yes to change brakes instead of change tyres on the first pit stop, and then still had to change tyres.
Oh no, dude.
So what should have been a quick splash and dash at the end was a change of tyres, but that's alright.
Ah, disappointing, mate. Well, your qualifying was all right, P6, and you were up there. You're in contention. So I was just trying to figure out what happened there, but give us your highlights of the race.
I gotta say it's I think my highlight is Vert, to be honest. He had some really good pace out of that Lexus, and there was a few times in the braking zone he got that Lexus really big in my mirror, it's good to see the little guy getting up there and giving us some shtick.
Ah, beautiful. And your race in general, sum it up for us.
It was pretty good. I just settled in and just just concentrated corner by corner to not make any mistakes.
Yep.
And it was twice at Lesmo 2 I made a small error, but other than that I was clean, other than the pit stop.
Yep.
Yeah, the race was just clean and consistent, mid 51s most race.
Yeah. Well, you were keeping it pretty tight out there, but those mistakes are easy to make in the pit stop. So, well, mate, thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing the lap again. Where are we next week? I don't even know where we are next week. We're somewhere. So, anyway, join us next week. But thanks, mate. Much appreciated. And good luck for next week. It is going to be round 5. Oh, Hungaro Ring. How do you like that track?
Ooh. I do. It should be a good one, actually.
Yep.
It's quite a good track. Any of the older Formula 1 circuits, I tend to do quite well because I don't need to spend hours learning the track. I already got a fairly good idea, so I can just go straight into concentrating on the car.
Okay, nice. All right, well, thanks for joining us. Pre-race, post-race, doing the Big Les lap. You were the sponsor this week, so when you're watching the stream back, check it out. So
I'll check that out now.
I won't give anything away. Hopefully you enjoy that. All right, mate. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you.
Cheers.
Catch you around.
All right, Ethan. Yes, Hungary next week, Budapest. That's where we're going to be. Where will we be streaming? I don't know. Hopefully everyone on the CCR network enjoyed it tonight. I certainly did. I hope you did as well. But please join us again next week, same time for sure, 8 o'clock, Wednesday night, Hungaro Ring. Until then, take care of yourself, stay safe. My name's Nick.